Hello, this is Justin from the Fleet Profit Center, and in this video we'll be looking at how to install Geotab plug-and-play GPS devices. Now the first step is to take your GPS device and plug it directly into the vehicle's OBD-II port to test for proper function. We want to see the LEDs light up and hear the units beep. In theory, you could complete the installation by simply wrapping an anti-tamper strap around the device. However, it may be impractical to do this, as drivers may bump the unit with their feet, or it may interfere with their legs or operating of the vehicle. For this reason, it's best to use the 5-foot extension cable or Y adapter or both. To do this, we're going to want to remove the dash portion underneath the steering wheel, removing the simple screws or bolts that hold the dash together. Once the dash is apart, simply remove the OBD-II port from its mounting bracket. The Y adapter installation begins by inserting the base into the vehicle's OBD-II port. This leaves the other two ends available so you can select which adapter will best fit the bracket on the vehicle you're installing to. In this case, we have to use the included bracket that came with the Y adapter to get a proper fit. The remaining end can be used to plug the GPS unit into directly, or in this case, to plug in the 5-foot extension cable. The extension cables can come in different form factors, but regardless of the appearance, the function is the same, to give you 5 feet of distance in order to give you flexibility of where to install your GPS unit. For best anti-tamper installation, use the technique shown here, aligning the extension cable's connection with the vehicle's OBD-II port. Leave this end loose for now, but be sure to fasten the other end that's mounted to the bracket. The next step is to locate a position to install the GPS device itself. The best position is behind the molding on the driver's side windshield. This allows the GPS's antennas to have strong signal for receiving and sending data. While this vehicle required us to remove a couple of bolts, many moldings can be pulled off without the use of tools. But just be aware that some vehicles' connections can be very flimsy, so use care when removing. The small design of the device will allow it to fit in the space underneath the molding for most vehicles. Simply locate a flat surface along the bulkhead for it to stick to. With the area selected for our GPS unit, we now need to bring the other end of the extension cable to this location. This sometimes involves finding a little space under the dash or a cubby hole to tuck through, but in many cases we can just bring it right up the side of the dash as illustrated here. Don't zip tie anything down yet, as we'll want to pull any remaining slack back down towards the Y adapter later. Now we can connect the GPS unit to the end of the extension cable, as well as decide what adhesive we'll use to connect the GPS unit to the bulkhead of the vehicle. It's important to remember that the blank side of the case is the side that has the GPS antennas. For this reason, we want to use the adhesive that will go on the serial numbered side of the case. This way, when affixed to the bulkhead, the antenna will be facing outward towards the windshield. Since extension cables come in different form factors, it may affect how you use an anti-tamper strap. If the cable extends straight out from the bottom of the GPS unit, you'll want to use a wrapping technique shown here. You'll notice that there's virtually no slack on the end of the connector, so that the only way this could be pulled out is to cut the strap. In this configuration, we're applying the adhesive pad after the anti-tamper strap. You'll notice that even though the strap is on, we still have a nice low profile to stick to the bulkhead. It's a good rule of thumb to temporarily place the GPS unit without removing the adhesive backing in the location you intend it to be, and then put the molding back on to see if it will bulge. If it does, find a different location. Once you're confident with the location, remove the adhesive backing, and go ahead and install the GPS unit to the side of the bulkhead, again ensuring that the GPS antenna faces outward. When the device is first connected to power, the LEDs will light up and you will hear the device make beeping noises. Go 5s beep 3 times, Go 6s beep 6 times. Next we perform an ignition test. The single beep indicates the vehicle is started and we see the red LED light illuminate. The blue LED indicates satellite latch, and the green LED and triple beep indicate a cellular latch and successful communication with the Geotab servers. Once we've confirmed everything is working properly, we can close up the upper portion of the vehicle and return to the bottom portion to tuck up the wiring. We're going to want to pull all excess cable back towards the Y adapter and then use this technique with the anti-tamper strap to hold everything in place and make it very difficult for anyone to try to remove any of these connections. Due to the markings on this strap, anyone removing it will be unable to replace it using aftermarket zip ties. Finally, take any loose cabling and affix it anywhere where you're not going to have the cables rub up against moving parts or push up against sharp edges. At this point, you can replace the dash and your installation is complete. The serial number of the GPS device must be associated with the vehicle you just installed to. For your convenience, there is a sticker sheet included with the GPS unit. Please provide this information to Fleet Profit Center. Should you have any further questions, please feel free to contact Fleet Profit Center at the contact information shown here. Thank you.